Now, what I want you to do right now, because you've been sitting for a good little bit, I want you to get up. Okay, you're going to get up, and I want you to put your feet about shoulder width apart. Okay, so get yourself up. Now, I want you to work on standing tall. So pull those shoulders back, stand tall. And what I want you to do is I want you to shift over to one side. Put your hands on your hips. Now shift the other way. Now shift over this way. Now shift that way. Now really kick it out. Shift out, and shift out, and shift out. And now put a little wiggle in there. There you go. A little bit of wiggle. That's good. Now I want you to do, don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, 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 anyone else but me. Now the arms up. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. March till I come marching home. 1, 2, 3, down. All right, good job. Now what I want you to realize is I just used something that's really important that you can use, which is rhythm. Rhythm is retained. Music is a gift. The swearing is there. Get over it. It's in the same place where you have music, unfortunately. So you get music and then you get swearing. You get swearing, sex talk, racial slur, ugly words. But you also get the rhythm of speech. Well, you have, and they go down to get it, and down, 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 and the pig get down, down, and the dog got to get down, down, you put it down. And they get my hand. They're gonna head down, and they gotta get their head down, and they go back a hey, and they go down, 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 down. Good pig, that's late stage. So I got that nice rhythm, and his brain is going, huh? But what you want to do is use your visual cues. Oh, yeah, yeah. Use a little rhythm in response. Well, yeah, sure enough, yeah. Use automatic social chit-chat. Turn-taking. Yeah, yeah. You know, oh, yeah, yeah, you go, yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, that, yeah, yeah, well, you know, I hear. Yeah, together, yeah, then you go down, 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 and you put it together,
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go, yeah, come on, let's go. So what happens here depends on what you choose to do, still even at the very end. Because what's happened here in this later stage is if you start to get fussy, Teepa, I don't understand, what are you saying? Say it again, that didn't make any sense. What you do is you stop me with what I'm very good at, which is rhythm. I'm doing my rhythm thing, which is what I've got left. Well, if you want me to do a little bit more, start with, don't sit under the, and what will amaze you if you do it, very frequently I go from this nonsense speech to suddenly I'm singing, and I can sing all 3 verses. Not only can I do that, I can also dance. Although when you put me in a walker, I am doing this. But you stand up and you start going do 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 do, and you'll sit, and I will be doing this, and you're like, because what you keep forgetting is there's different parts of the brain that are available to me and then are lost to me, and I can only use what I have left. So this is where, when we're starting to look at what's going on with us, I want you to get some support. That's part of coming here. There's a lot to be learned about this disease, but I also want you to realize there's people around you. Let me go back to this 5. Go back, here's your hand again, get it out. This is another thing we're going to do with it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Right now across the nation, 1 in 5 families is dealing with this thing called dementia. 1 in 5. Within 10 to 15 years, put up just 2 fingers. It's going to be 1 in 2. Every other family is going to be doing this one way or another. And so what's happening is this is the tsunami that's about to strike the U.S. And it is right there. And we are right on that front edge. And people have not a clue how immense this is going to be. And you all are ahead of the curve because you have already reached out. You're already going through it. A lot of people around you aren't going through it yet. And when they get zapped by it, they had no idea because they thought everything was okay. And then they come down for a brief visit. And it's like, holy moly, what is going on? Oh my God, the house is a disaster. When I called her, she said everything was fine. She's not even taking the medication she got at the clinic. Yes, I did. You did not. I did too. These are different ones. These are not different ones. These are the same ones. Bullshit. And you make them angry. Not a good way to go. Okay? So here are some of the very common things that are going to be coming up. These are often what we call challenges in caregiving. There is no healthcare power of attorney and the person doesn't want one. There is no financial power of attorney and they're taken advantage of, or there's no one to manage this. They're losing important things and often accusing other people of having taken them. Like those gypsies that come in through the basement. That black girl that you hired. Now understand, put your hand to your right temple. Over here in this temporal lobe, this is where your automatic social chit-chat is. This is where the rhythm of speech is. This is where your ability to sing and pray is. But this is also, put your hand right up there, this is where your forbidden words are stored. This is where all the forbidden words are. Sex talk, racial slur, ugly words, shut up, you idiot, fatso, you're so stupid. Those kind of phrases that come popping out when somebody's annoyed with you and they have dementia. But notice also the racial stuff is over there. It's preserved. Over here on the left, put your finger to your left temple, this area right here, this is formal language, comprehension, speech production, vocabulary. You lose on the left, retain on the right. So say that. You lose on the left, retain on the right. So what do you lose? Language. What do you keep? Rhythm. You lose language, keep rhythm. Left language lost, right rhythm retained. So they keep what's on the right for the good and for the bad. That's a skill set they still maintain late into the disease for most dementias. What they lose is the the things that come right after the other and there's a dot at the end of it. You know what I mean? The things that you say. Yes, the words. What'd you think I was talking about? Did you think I was not speaking of the words? Now again, let's review what happened here. This is that moment when you're frustrated again because you were trying to help, weren't you? And so you gave me the word. But because my brain thought I should know what it was, I knew what I wanted to say, I couldn't find it. She came up with it really easily, didn't she? Oh, it's 11. See, every half hour that goes off to remind me of where I am and how much I have left to go and that you're here to listen to me and I should be respectful. Not that that's working, but anyway. So, I'm trying to find the thing I want to say. You know, the one right after the other with the dot at the end. And then she just pops it out. Just like that. Yeah, sure, Date makes me mad as the devil because I have master's degrees and I teach and I'm very good at this. And so what it feels like is it feels like you think you're so smart because you can come up with it like that. And it makes me feel stupid, inferior, less. How many of you like feeling stupid and less? Raise your hand if that's your favorite way to feel. No. How many of you would like it when somebody said, so let's try it again. It's the thing, one you say right after the other. You know,
Yes, I know.
The thing you say right after the other.
Right.
Do you know or do you not know?
I know.
Well, what is it? Now, she's getting frustrated because she thought, well, before when I said it, you got ticked off, so I thought I wouldn't say it. Now you're getting ticked off. That's known as not winning for losing, right? Yeah. Here's what you want. Here's what you would do. So go ahead and say the word.
Word.
Yeah. Why couldn't I think of that? oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's the matter with me? Now, that was a different reaction, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Is it just as devastating? Yeah, because now you feel miserable because you gave me a word that made me cry, because all of a sudden what happened in that moment, what did I realize? My brain is, I'm lost here. I should know that. I know that word. Why couldn't I say it? And I had an awareness in that moment. It doesn't stay with me. It disappears again. But in that moment, I absolutely know that I'm not me. And the greatest fear most of our folks have in that moment, and they will say this, am I going crazy? Because in that moment, because your understanding and their understanding is so different, and they had this moment of insight, this is the most important thing to say. You're worried about going crazy. You are not. You are not. You're having some trouble with your words and your thinking, but you are not going crazy. They need assurance that they are not going nuts, because when they were young, they probably got to visit Great Aunt Mary at the state psych hospital or in the locked unit when they had her tied up, tied down, or she would and they remember that. It's very clear that's a strong emotional memory. And all of a sudden, there was a connection there for a second. It's like, oh my God, is that going to be me? Especially if they've been around this like that. And there's this great fear that's just overwhelmed them. And what you don't want to do is back away from it and say, oh, sweetheart, you're fine. Because guess what I just realized? I'm not. You can't be more afraid of this than I am. Because if you are, it doesn't help me. I need you to be willing to come with me and be with me wherever I am. And in that moment, I might very well have an awareness that something's real wrong. Don't deny my reality. I mean, if I'm saying something's wrong, something's wrong. Notice what you do is you use my words. Because by using my words, you're affirming what I just said. You're listening to me. Because remember, it's a two-way street. Me talking and you listening is real different than me talking and you saying, oh, sweetheart, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Turn to your person and look at them. Look them right in the eye and say, it's okay, don't worry. Do that. Did that reassure you? No, it made it feel like you didn't really care how I was feeling. You tried to put a Band-Aid on a wound that is a big, deep wound. And instead of really acknowledging, this is really scary. Yeah. And you're really worrying about whether or not you're going crazy. I hear you, Daddy. You are not going crazy, but this is really hard. This is really hard.